Will you make any appearances on Get My Go? No, bro. I love those guys, but that show's too controversial, bro. They do a great job, bro. I love those guys. I really do, but I don't want, I just try to have peace in my life and not drama. Mike Durbin, if Get My Go pays you, would you go on the show? Yeah, Mike, I would, bro. I would for pay. Yes.
Next is from Durbin. Subject is disco on WWF Radio. Disco on WWF Radio. Hola, Conan. Glenn, in the most recent episode of the New Generation Declassified, which is hosted by Chadster of the Two-Man Power Trip and Get My Go fame, he mentioned a rumor that Disco Inferno used to call into the WWF radio program in the mid-'90s and troll the hosts. Could you corroborate the story, Glenn? Mike Durbin. Yeah. See, Durbin, you know what Durbin did there, though? He put and Get My Go fame,
right,
which is like... Which is going to... Should I suspend him for a week from the mailbag from trying to sneak that? Okay, he's getting suspension.
Many people have heard me record before with the great Chadster of Get My Go fame.
Eyes Up here with Francine, and the Chadster is going to go over all her comings and goings at Wrestle.
Okay, wait a minute. Her co-host is called the Chadster?
That's affectionately known as the Chadster, yes.
People go follow her because she's got big things in store for the world. Yeah, you have to be on this side. When you're on that side, it just throws me off.
As long as I'm not on the bottom right.
That's yeah. What is that? What does that mean?
Don't worry about it.
This is the second time. I was on the bottom right.
Were you now?
Yes, I was. And somebody said something, and I didn't understand it. They said you have to pay attention to the bottom, or the only thing that counts is the bottom right, or something. And it was me, so I took it as a compliment.
You take it however you want.
Okay, I don't know. Anyway,
Mike Durbin posted on Instagram.
He turned on me.
He was at your show.
Yeah, he was at that show.
He turned on me. He was rooting for Cardona.
Oh,
really?
Dirty.
Yeah.
Really? What a dirty dog.
Yeah, he actually emailed me to get Cardona on the show. What's going on?
Was he his agent?
I don't know.
I don't know, but maybe he's upset. Maybe he feels like I threw him under the bus during his trial. I don't know.
Are you going to double down? Are you doubling down on your comments that you made about Mike Durbin that you thought he might have been a special needs fan?
Now that I've seen that he's he was cheering for Matt Cardona. Now I think it's beyond any doubt.
Right, that is true.
P.S. Oh my God. Okay. P.S. Get My Go rules. That's what's getting to the P.S. This is Will Broadbent. So he's suspended permanently.
Let me just say this. Let me suspend him. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. This guy sounded very smart to the very end. Now he's like borderline ignoramus for the statement. Ban the guy since you wanted to be a wise guy in the mailbag. Congrats, you got over with the Get My Go guys. 5 non-happening motherfuckers. So ban this guy.
Get My Go, an audio version, has been released of the JD from New York episode where JD spazzed out when Cody Rhodes left AEW, and the Get My Go crew critiques that clip, of course. And Taking You to School with Dr. Tom Pritchard goes over the career of the Steiner brothers.
I'm going to invite that guy on the show. What's his name? JD what?
JD from New York.
You mean to tell me you have Conan, who can't even walk straight anymore, who was never really a big star to begin with in the United States. Conan? Really? What the fuck did Conan do in America? I don't remember. I didn't watch WCW. What the fuck did Conan do? What did Disco Inferno do?
Okay, JD from New York. If you listen to the show or somebody listens to the show,
he buries us.
Yeah,
then he can come on the show and bury us on the show.
He's not going to come on the show. Trust me.
I doubt it.
Okay.
I would doubt that.
I would doubt it. But
well, not to put this guy over, but when we did the Get My Go with those two guys,
yeah.
So this yesterday was a thread that our friend Dean, the Aussie guy.
I was sent that one.
Okay, you read it then. They say they're in character.
This is the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
I mean, are you an actor now?
Shit. Every time me and John are on air, we are playing characters. Okay? We are ourselves turned up to 20. So if you get offended by anything we say, mind you, I'm warning you. We are joking. We're having fun. And we are going a little bit over the top with who we really are. Okay. All right.
You're a method actor for no money and no audience.
The best was
people to talk to.
Mike Durband DMs me and he sends me a video from that night, and the only person that was in the chat was the co-host guy, Checksmith.
Wingling,
I said, is anybody watching these two? But they were saying how they're in character and don't take it seriously when we, make fun of you or talk down to you or whatever. I was just like,
shut up. Shut up.
Like, no.
All right, let's get back in here right now. It's episode 70 of Get My Go. If you didn't know by now, my name is Chad, and every time I'm on Get My Go, I seem to be across from these two great gentlemen, my great good friends, if you will. First down below me is the one and only Aussie guy, the take the A off and put the sussy there, whatever the shirt says. The Aussie guy's back. I feel like I haven't talked to him in a while, but then next to me is a guy I just recorded a New Generation Declassified with not too long ago. The purveyor of the Get My Go database, universe, whatever you want to call it. It's the one and only Mr. Mike Durband.
Yes, welcome back, Aussie guy. Welcome back, Chadster. Thank you guys for joining us.
Thank you.
We were talking before we started recording. Chad asked if this was going to be a Brother Martin episode. I said, no, it will not be, and he was very happy.
Thanks God. He likes to thank God. I'm going to thank God for him. Thank God. That's not how I want to spend this morning, okay? I like to drink a nice little cup of tea. Look, my cup even says my cup of tea. He ain't my cup of tea, so I'm glad we're moving on tonight.
Yeah. If you didn't get your Brother Martin fill, you can do that by checking out Get My Go episode 69. We did that with Francine. We have to thank Francine again. We were honored to be her presence. It turned out better than I thought it would. It was amazing. If you saw the episode on our YouTube channel, you got to see the unedited 90-minute version. It's even better. It's on Francine's Patreon. That is patreon.com/Francine Podcast. It's on the $10 tier. You get the video and the audio, and it was amazing. So thank you, Chad, for I know that wouldn't have happened without you. So
absolutely,
it was tremendous.
It was great, yeah. And again, the cliffhanger that we had. I'm sitting here waiting for one specific thing that we didn't even get to because we went so long. But it's funny, I have to really thank the Get My Go supporters for coming on board with the Patreon. And I know it's a new month as we're recording this, but I just hope you stay for a little while because, the content is, and Mike, you can attest to this, the content, it's different every week. It's not just wrestling. It's not just Disney. It's a million different kinds of topics. But the Get My Go fans and listeners and viewers that came over, I sincerely appreciate the opportunity to entertain you.
Before we get into the episode, I want to thank a couple people. These guys bought some of our T-shirts. Michael Roche, thank you very much. He bought a few T-shirts. He bought one of mine again, and I don't know actually what he bought, but he bought a few of them. So thank you, Michael. And
fucking better bought mine.
He did. Yeah, I'm gonna look. Where's the sales report?
I got a nice royalty today from T-shirts, so it's a good day to have T-shirts, I guess.
There's a guy named A. Hughes, and that was an international order. He bought a couple shirts. He bought a Sussy Guy T-shirt, and he bought one of my shirts. So thank you, Mr. Hughes. Michael Roche, he bought a Sussy Guy T-shirt.
Good.
And a Disco Inferno T-shirt. Thank you very much. And also Justin Kemple, thank you for getting the Sit Down T-shirt from my store. And that's on ProWrestlingTees.com/Mike Durband. You can get my shirt. You can get a Disco shirt. You can get an Aussie Guy shirt. Get My Go shirts, of course. And then if you want some Chadster T-shirts, where can we go for those?
BelowTheCollar.com/IB exclusives. Also an international order to one A. Hughes for myself.
All right, let's get on to this episode. We are revisiting some Get My Go favorites. Whenever we cover these gentlemen on our show, everyone loves it, including John Paz, who I invited to come on this show, but he was busy. But he was John Paz is a big fan of the Demon Johnny V and Rue. So
get in line, jeez.
Yeah. So we're going to revisit those two gentlemen right now.
Do you know what? I think I've been on every JVD episode, and I love him. He's great. But one thing I'll say about him, out of everybody that we've targeted, that dude's he's either not aware of it or he doesn't give a shit. I'll give him all the credit in the world. Yeah. He's the one person I haven't seen respond to anything that's been said about him.
So we'd like to dedicate this episode to someone in particular.
Dedication? Should we get the Casey Kasem? A long distance dedication. Goddamn death dedication.
So we would like to dedicate this episode to someone who loves to comment in our YouTube comments. Thank you very much. It helps us. So anytime any trolls or anybody else wants to comment negative things to us, please, by all means, I won't delete it. Go ahead, comment all you want. You can comment on Twitter. This goes out to It's Me, Franny T. She's a big fan of our show. She loves when we cover Rue. It seems like whenever we have Rue on Get My Go, that's when Franny T pops up and comments. But she does make a great point, and that's why I'm bringing her up right now. She always comments that we have a low YouTube subscription number, and she's very right about that. I don't know why it is, but we're past 500, I think. But we're hovering in that area. We can't seem to get beyond that, and we have a lot of views. Not that I care about views or anything. We're not bragging. We're not discussing that. But we haven't really gotten outside the 500 follower or subscriber number on YouTube. So please, if you're watching this right now and you're not subscribed, just click the subscribe button, please. We want Franny to be proud of us. So we want to get past 1,000, I think. We want to make her proud. So thank you for the motivation, Franny T. Thank you.
I'm just going to say about Franny T. This is just the Chadster talking here. Who?
I'll quickly say, Get My Go is a strange one. It's the anomaly, I would think, because most YouTube channels that you see, they do like a quarter or less views to subscriber. Like, you know, they'll have 20,000 subscribers and get 5,000 views. Get My Go seems to be the opposite, to where 500 odd subscribers, we get double that at least on views. But it's an unusual one. But everyone that is watching, like, click subscribe. Or is it just the fact that we all just watch it over and over again because it's very rewatchable?
Have we discussed shadow banning yet? Has Get My Go been placed into the shadow ban universe?
It's quite possible.
How about our use of keywords? Is there anything that we need to do to be more keywordian?
Yes.
One of Franny's comments on YouTube, it said, "Y'all still ain't past 1,000 subs. What's going on? I thought this was amazing," in bold. Amazing original content, and originals in quotes. Listen, we never said it was amazing, and we certainly did not say it was original. I mean,
I think it's my second appearance. I said it's ripping up Opie and Anthony's Jocktober.
Yeah.
So, like, everything's been done before. So, nobody's ever said it's original. And no, none of us have ever suggested it's amazing. Maybe our listeners do. I don't know. But.
Yeah. It's fun. It's fun for us to do. That's all I know, and that's all I care about. I don't care if anyone thinks it's amazing. It certainly is not original. Yes, we are covering other people's material, but that's what review shows do. We're reviewing something. There's nothing original. We never claimed it was original. So, again, hope you enjoy this episode, Franny.
I don't.
You know, we have to do the CTM thing now, right? You've just built that up.
Oh yeah, I mean, if Franny wants to critique our material, there's certainly a few episodes that she was on. Maybe we'll do one of those episodes pretty soon. You know, so all right,
I'll skip that one.
All right, let's get into this. All right, so I don't think JVD has done anything since that clip of him in the gaming store where he was talking about how 2022 was going to be a big year for the channel, and he was promising all these things, and it was over 2 months ago. He has not done anything since, but he has made an appearance, and he's in Rue's video. I think they went to, it was some kind of convention. It's Fan Expo Philadelphia 2022.
Yeah.
So this is Rue's video, and the demon will make his appearance. So I was going to clip this. I was going to, cut it up into pieces, but I think the whole thing is very interesting. So we're just going to watch it from beginning to end.
Lucky us.
Yeah. It's not that long. Don't worry.
Okay, thank God.
Did you see the demon? No, we didn't see the demon. Did you see the demon? Point him to us, and we will take care of it. If I see the demon, I'm gonna point him in your direction. Will you sling the crap out of him? We will sling the crap out of him. From the rafters. From the rafters. You didn't see him, did you? No. You see the demon anywhere? No. What I'm looking for him. He's a portly guy. He's got a goatee. He's wearing some kind of costume. Have you seen the demon? No. You sure? Yes. All right.
All right, so that's Rue. He's wearing the luchador mask. He dyed his facial hair darker, so I'll put over his effort. He's in character. He's not half-assing it, so I will compliment him on that.
The second city, isn't it? As he spoke about second city that he went to. A lot of people like to talk. What's that improv group? A lot of people like to talk and boast about going there. This is a real good advertisement for them. Whenever I see Rue get into character, it's always good advertisement for them.
Yeah, and I have to point out that he bought a ticket to a Comic-Con to pull attention to himself, to walk around, not meet any of the guests, not buy anything from the vendors, but to just walk around with a camera and make himself known to just random innocent people sitting around trying to mind their own business.
All right. Any guess on whose feet those are? Whose legs are those?
There's the frumpiness of JVD, I would imagine.
I would say the correct shoes of JVD.
Oh, look at him. What a specimen.
Look at the tit sweat.
He's leaning onto his left leg more.
Yeah, that's weird. That's a weird stance.
Balance.
Oh.
Look, there's the bunt.
Jesus.
He's a VIP.
Yeah, VIP.
So he paid the most money of anybody to go to this convention.
It's the same shirt as the Monopoly game.
Oh,
Is
yeah,
it really?
you're right. Yeah.
Well, something tells me it's probably not very clean. Yeah, those luchadors with that dress shirt.
Yeah.
Looking great. Oh, he's so
Isn't
funny.
that an Italian thing? Isn't that Italian?
Well, I think that's the gimmick. He's an Italian luchador. Yeah.
Oh, commitment to the character. All right.
The mask is the colors of the Italian flag, which is a disgrace to Italian.
Isn't the Mexican flag the same colors though?
Oh.
You know, maybe you just got to keep some comments to yourself there and let stuff breathe, Aussie guy.
Yes, and. This is tremendous. Oh, hello. Tremendous non-verbal communication. This is the equivalent of pointing at the WrestleMania sign.
That's not the belt that he got in the mail, though.
Nice.
That was the Intercontinental belt. I don't know which one this is.
I think that one's made specially for this knockdown, drag-out battle.
Where's he going?
You seriously think I don't remember what you did? Come on. That was, 3 years ago? And with the pandemic now and everything else going on, we couldn't meet face to face. But now here we are. And the amount of damage I'm gonna do to you, consider that a receipt from one man to one Chador. What do you think about that one? You piece of shit! You piece of literal shit! Have enough yet?
Wow.
He threw one punch. Had enough yet? Please. Have you had a go? I can't do that again. I can't do that again.
Again, what dorks. They paid money to go and do. You could have done this anywhere, but you chose to pay money, take up space. People are like playing little games behind them. There's vendors behind them. Not spending money, just standing there trying to get attention on themselves. What is this? What are they trying to do?
It reminds me of like me and my friends would do wrestling videos when we were like 17 or whatever. And we do these promos that are just atrocious and embarrassing now to look back on. But, you know, like that's 20 odd years ago. Like our brains weren't fully formed. Like these
Well,
guys in their 30s and shit.
I gotta say, some brains might not be fully formed here. Yeah. Rue's like in his 50s, and JVD is well past, his prime as well. So I can't really tell you. 17, maybe a little more acceptable.
I'm just very confused of what this is about. I know they had some previous interaction at a convention from a few years ago, but I don't know. Maybe a recap should have been presented at the start of this, but what do I know? All right, JVD's throwing better punches, better working punches. Rue is like obviously covering it up. Yeah, that was awful.
I'm just thinking.
He punched his own hand.
Well, I mean, he's protecting his, his fellow worker here. If you at some point insert the JVD promo on Vince Russo,
yeah,
I would like JVD to critique Rue's writing and his creativity of how he puts together an angle. Because there's no backstory. There's this idiot in a mask and this giant guy wearing a Drew McIntyre shirt. Now they're just fighting and throwing punches at each other. Where's the backstory? Come on, JVD. Don't be a critic of Vince Russo and not Rue.
But I still got all my teeth, David. They're in there. I'm trying to knock me out. I'm chewing pasta all day. I can still chew it. But you can't.
There, that was a good.
That was
great. That was a great punch. Good job, JVD. Yeah.
You got the guts swinging. Now they're getting ready. He's tired. Look at him. He's gassed.
Yeah, he's about to keel over.
How about we do an old school chop fest? You really want that? That's what I want. That's what I want. That's what I want. All right. Move your mind.
What's the point? It's so loud. What's the point of the music?
To create drama.
I guess. That's what they call it.
When my voice raises? Huh? Sick chicken. Huh? Huh? Get it. Ready? Before he does this, tell me whether or not in the comments he sounds like a sick chicken when he does his voice. Hi. Thank you very much. What do you think about that, Damon Johnny V? What do you think about that right there? Huh? He's gonna feel that in the morning, isn't it?
This is rotten.
This is terrible. I can't even think of anything funny to say because I'm stupefied by its ridiculousness.
Meat! Meatballs! That's what meatballs is what he eats! The polenta, you eat the polenta! You eat the polenta! This one is for my Italian family in Sicily and Brooklyn. And I got some in Wisconsin. But you can believe it or not, there's Italians in Wisconsin. And they love cheese. But they're all lactose intolerant. Ain't that weird? All right.
That's some of that Louis Anderson training right there.
Brilliant.
Oh, Jesus,
no.
God, blur that.
Gee, come on.
Oh, my gosh.
This shit's going to get us flagged. Nah.
Wait, bring. This is going to break blood vessels right here. Look at this. He's already got red on it.
He's not comfortable with this.
Do the shot. Hold it up. I'm holding it.
Oh.
Talk about exploitation, Rue.
Jesus.
Terrible.
Hey, Rue, why was it funny? Because he's got a big belly? Is that why it was funny?
Who's it? What do you see right there? That is what you do to the demon, okay? You break blood vessels, you give him a receipt, all right? That's what happens. You see it right there. He's in pain. This boy hasn't come up since. This boy hasn't come up since. He's got one more shot. He's got one more shot of redemption. And let's see if he can do it. Right here? Please, sir, may I have another? One right here.
Why are you taking your shirt off?
Put your hand where you want me to go ahead and
Like Jason's chest, like Jason's eyebrows.
Come on.
He's still up? All right, this ends.
This ends.
So why does Rue get the worked violence, but JVD has to get a bare-chested, big belly showing chop? Yeah, this guy's like, what is he doing? I'm at this comic convention, and I'm like the coolest guy here. Look at this guy. I'm trying to get ticket information for this thing. It looks like a VIP ticket costs $150.
Wow.
Yeah, there was no way JVD was going down with him.
Yeah.
Laying him down on the ground.
Now let this be a lesson for anybody, Italian luchador or not, who thinks they can handle me. It ain't gonna happen. I've made my point very clear. He wanted to start it. I told him I'd end it. Is that a Denny shirt?
Oh my god.
Oh my god, this is terrible. Can we get that kid on the show?
Yeah. I'm dumbfounded.
Rue looks like a deflated warlord.
See ya, plum piece of shit right in front of me. There. How you doing, boy? You surprised to see her Becker Decker? What?
Didn't you go ahead and get kicked out of that trailer home?
Trailer home? I have you know I live in a high quality apartment.
Rue doing his Priscilla Martin impression.
Yeah. Box Street. Or jack off way.
Put your belt down.
Wash your glasses. They're designer.
What a great character. Dave's concerned about his glasses.
You say they're designer?
No, they're not. Those are Walmart specials.
Just doing a funny voice. So this is the thing. Back to the whole improv. I hate improv people that brag about being improv trained. Just because you do a funny voice and you get dressed up all funny, like it's not funny. Like you need to actually have jokes to go along with it. Just sitting there and then talking like this, just saying things funny, isn't actually funny.
You want me to do the rest of the show like a pirate? Arr! Who here points at the demon Johnny V? You know, I mean, you're exactly right, Dean. Just because you pay money to go to an improv troupe for like a class doesn't mean you're now an improv specialist. This is shit. These two are wasting their time. I'm going to give JVD a pass. JVD has studied wrestling to an extent that is beyond, I think, all three of our capabilities. Rue, like I said, looks like the deflated warlord. He's got some weird, I don't know, Starman tattoo on his arm. This guy is way too invested in something that ain't gonna happen. So this is just coming off sad for poor Rue yet again. Arr!
I'm just gonna critique the editing. That's my specialty. I don't know anything about character. I'm not involved in characters or comedy, but as far as editing goes, I mean, we're at 9:54 already. This could have easily been a 2 or 3 minute video so far. If you would have just condensed, I mean, there's just so much extra that didn't need to be in there. Just concise is the word, Rue. This is just, and the music, it's the same music track over and over again. It's going in and out. It's just very disjointed.
Very familiar. What is it?
It's probably some royalty-free track that he found.
Did you beat El Regatta? Or did you defeat her cracker jack? Oh, they one and the same, big boy. You're in the super heavyweight division. We call you back home. Big old sack of shit. Get it. Get on the camera right there. Get your ass up. Get your ass up. That's it.
The kid in the background can't even look up. It's like, I'm so embarrassed. I just need to sit for 5 minutes.
What you say on the floor right now?
Good God Almighty, he's killed him.
But he didn't beat her cracker jack. That's for damn sure. Wrap your mind around it.
Oh, there goes Jessica Rabbit behind him.
Look on the floor right now. What you see right now? What the hell do you see? You see it right there, boy?
Look at these poor guys just trying to play cards.
He ain't getting up. There ain't no chance. There ain't no chance he's getting up. He's done. You can't take a southern boy. There ain't no chance he's getting up. You seen it right? You seen exactly what happened, right?
Look at that guy.
That dude's like, please leave me alone. Oh my God, please leave me alone. I'm going to guess they're not the most socially conscious group that's sitting at this table. So some stranger coming up to them and asking them a question, probably going to rock their world for about the next 6 months.
You know what? The whole time he's been on his phone, he's been like, please don't involve us. Please don't involve us. And then that look is like, he fucking involved us. Fuck.
What are they playing? Magic? It looks like Magic.
Sure.
No idea, but I'm sure it is great fun with a group of people, you know, playing their game. I'm certainly not here to rip on whatever fucking game they're playing, and I'm sure they were not in the mood for this fucking idiot to come ask him some questions about what. Do you see it? Did you see what's happening?
You seen it? Vouch for me, boy. Vouch for me. You seen it all.
It's a good 20 seconds where the kid just did not want to look up. He's got Rue in his peripheral because he doesn't know if he's going to be attacked or not. That's a look of fear.
The maniac has approached me. Yeah.
Oh, an edit.
You think got it, boy? No! Get the heck! I got the belt! Get out of here. I know what he's doing. I know what he's doing. I know what's going on here. SpongeBob, that boat's running for me. Demon's running for me. Go get him. Go get him, SpongeBob. I'm out the hell out of here. That boy demon Johnny B's coming for me. Take him. Just take him. He's running for me.
It's a funny sound as he runs. Right now he thinks he's Sacha Baron Cohen, right?
Yeah.
Like he thinks he's doing Borat or something. Atrocious. It's fucking awful.
I mean, you know, again, it's like that cut. What was the cut, Rue? Was that where the kid told you leave him the fuck alone? Like, you made some poor guy uncomfortable for a good 20, 30 seconds. He just, you know, you don't know what's going on in that guy's life, and you just interrupted him. And now you had to cut. Why, Rue? You know, you want to talk about Get My Go in the comments and what we're talking about in the show? You just basically harassed some poor guy sitting at a card table trying to play a game as you slap a bare-chested, rather larger
fat cunt.
Yeah. It's a fat cunt, governor. He must have been running flat-footed to make that noise. Like he must have been running so he could stamp with every move.
Oh, he's got cowboy boots on.
Yeah, of course. Come on.
Yeah.
You see the demon, Johnny V? Anywhere? I think I lost him. I hope so. Fingers crossed I lost him. He's a demonic rat. I don't like him at all.
I hope you find him.
No, I don't want to find him.
Okay, no.
I hope he don't find me. That's what I'm saying.
Looking for lost kids, incidents, maybe theft at a vendor table. Nope, we're gonna get stopped by some Yahoo in a Denny's shirt. Because man, that's so funny. Denny's is for rednecks, I guess.
It sounds like he's got a mic on him, so I'm gonna give him credit for that. So good job. He should have had that on him the whole time when he was running, but it sounds pretty good right now.
Y'all didn't see Demon Johnny V, did you? The demon. Just leave him alone, that's what I want to say. You guys didn't see that demon, right? That rat, the demon. You didn't see him anywhere, did you?
No, I didn't.
He ain't around here?
No.
Oh my God, I have a panic.
I'll get him.
You get to stab the shit out of him with that lightsaber.
I got you, man.
He's a demon rat.
I got you.
And he's after me, so just do your business.
All right.
Thank you.
Oh, for sure.
He's like he's kind of portly, medium size, but he don't shower much.
Right.
You know, you'll get the scent. He smells like he ain't showered since '84. All right. Bye bye.
Casey.
You get him. Yeah. All right. Listen.
Again, he thinks he's Sacha Baron Cohen. Now, the Borat stuff wouldn't have a guy standing there going, all right, man. Yeah, I'll keep an eye out.
Yeah.
All right. You know, it's all right. If you're going to do this style of thing, you're going to have to do it all day to get the funny reactions out of people that you're hoping to get. You're just getting people that don't want you in their face. And it's not entertaining. It's not funny. It's just awkward situations of people just being left there going, all right, man. Yeah. Well, I'll see you around.
Again, Rue, editing, cut that out. You know, do it to 25 people, and 3 or 4 of them are probably going to be good ones. So use those ones. Don't use the shitty ones. Just rotten.
I'm out here. I'm leaving. You see that? I'm leaving right now. Before I leave, I gotta say to you, I'm being chased around by a demon pinhead. Will you make a promise to me today? Sure. Well, I'm leaving. I gotta get out of here. But if you see that demon, can you kill him for me?
I'll kill him.
You promise?
Yep. Open the box and I'll kill him for you.
Pinky swear. Yep. Oh, we're gonna pinky swear.
Got it.
Oh,
I have a lot of questions.
All right.
Your head all right?
Yes.
You get him.
All right.
Get him.
I gotta see him.
Get him. All right. He smells. He's nasty. All right.
I got a lot of questions. You might have to edit the whole thing out. Okay. You might just bleep. Maybe it'd be better to bleep it. Is that the first African American Cenobite in the history of Hellraisers?
Could be.
I mean, that is like what are you doing? What is this? What is the plan? Is that a vendor? Is that a cosplayer? Is that somebody who's hired to be there? Is that somebody who just saw a camera and thought, well, I just put a time and investment into this costume, so I might as well stand in front of it and wave my little box in front of it?
That's the thing, though. For the first time in this entire thing, when the camera turned to that, I was like, holy fuck, what's going on here? Let's fucking talk to this person, focus in on this person. And then he's waving the camera around as you do. Camera should have stayed on that person. And like, how about you get something good out of him? That person right there, dressed like that with all the fucking shit on their head, was too freaked out by this prick and wanted to get away. All right, man. All right. I'll see you later on.
Dean, do you know what that character's from?
No, I got no idea.
Oh, wow. It's from Hellraiser.
Okay.
Cenobite.
Don't know that.
Okay. Oh, that music is killing me.
I think I lost him. I'll get the hell out of here. I ain't gonna be dealing with him no more. He's at. That demon.
Camera was waiting for him.
I think you just might have just said the same thing, Chad. We all know you're filming yourself. So to go out, put the camera down, go back inside and come through the doors, we know you did that.
Yeah.
Bit of continuity. Make it make sense. Didn't you learn that at Second City?
I do like the run. I like the character's run. That's amusing to me.
To be fair, JVD would not have caught up with him by this point.
No,
if he was chasing him, he'd do the Homer Simpson, the two steps in the.
Oh, just give me a minute here. Oh god.
Have your bag around it.
So there's no ending.
Wow.
Oh.
Back in his chair, comfortably catching his breath.
Drink as many beers as you want, do as many 12-pack curls as you can. Because next time you come around here, your redneck ass belongs to me. Oh, this ain't over by a long shot. No way in hell.
That music, I've just been sitting here thinking about. I think it's a slowed down Live and Let Die.
It's got a little bit of the Live and Let Die tribute in it. Absolutely.
Wow.
Man, Rue. I mean, like, how about a subscribe to Rue TV, of course, on YouTube. Maybe a tune in for the epic conclusion. Maybe catch us next time. Will the demon get his, retribution? Like, just know the little demon box or the Rue box, and then the demon fade out. Beautiful.
I don't know what that was supposed to be. I don't get it. I'm very confused.
Is there any backstory to it on his YouTube channel? Or
a while ago they did something where I don't know if they fought or had, there's some kind of simulated violence.
Didn't we watch something like that?
No, I think I inserted a clip of it into.
You inserted the wrong clip too, from memory.
Yeah, I think I did.
What I was told you to insert, you inserted the wrong one. So I was disappointed, but
sorry.
I wish Joe Feeney was here to kind of give us the Philadelphia landmark tour of that building and be able to tell us, like, that's where this goes on. That's where this happens. That's right around the corner from blah, blah, blah. But no, we have to see Rue running and harassing people who put way too much time into their attire to go to a comic book show. That is something, again, I am not going to rip on anybody if it's your thing. I don't get why you dress up to go to an event where there's vendors and there's people appearing and there's things to do. You're taking the attention off of them and you want it on yourself. I don't get it. I hate that they're doing it at wrestling conventions now. I've had this discussion with Francine. I don't understand why. You're just trying to get a few seconds of people going, oh, look, he's dressed up like, whoever. We saw a guy like Dusty Rhodes in New York. It was so ridiculous and over the top. But if it's your thing, fine. But
I mean, I do enjoy seeing it when I go to the conventions. I love seeing, like, if it's a bunch of stormtroopers or some Planet of the Apes characters. That I enjoy. It's part of the whole experience is seeing those things. But I don't know. I wouldn't pick something like the SpongeBob where you're basically trapped in that thing the whole time. I don't get what fun that is. But
yeah. And did you see how sweaty Rue's head was when he pulled that fucking mask off?
Yeah, it's hot.
If you're in
he was wearing like the skull thing underneath the luchador mask. So, I mean, I wore a mask last week with the grapplers, and it's not fun. It's not fun to do. It's very sweaty. So, I can't imagine walking around with that on.
The people who are paid to be there and have, like, real makeup teams who put their costumes together and they make a living now dressing up as, like, I've seen G.I. Joe cosplayer groups that look like the actual, like, G.I. Joes come to life. And that's like, okay, I'll give them that. They get paid to be at places, but for just, I don't understand it. And again, if it's your thing, I'm not ripping you. I'm not saying it's bad. I just don't get it. Okay. Yeah. It's just something that goes over my head. Cause I sit on the other side of that table as a vendor at some of these shows. And I go, like, okay, so they're not going to come and meet my guy I'm working with because they want pictures taken with them.
Yeah.
Actually, that's a good point. And that's one thing I often see in the comments and stuff like that where people, there's an odd person here and there that doesn't like what we do here at Get My Go. And they sort of focus in on the wrong thing, that we're making fun of what people are into, which, like, to an extent, sometimes yes, but like one of my closest friends who I work with, he's a comic book nerd. You know, he loves comic books and all the Marvel universe and DC, and he's a gamer and all that, which I'm totally not into that. But he looks at me with sports and he's like, I don't understand how you can get so worked up about a bunch of guys just fucking playing a game. And I get it. Like, it doesn't make any sense.
Absolutely.
That I get so worked up about watching my teams play a sport. So I understand if you're a comic book nerd or whatever, you would look at me and go, what the fuck is wrong with you? So yeah, that's one of the things. Like, I don't mind people making jokes about me about anything, but like, yeah, don't get it misconstrued. We're not laughing at these people's passion. It's more about you're gonna spend time to do this and put it out on the internet. Like, fucking think about what you're putting out. Like, this is fucking garbage.
Terrible.
Yeah, I don't criticize the people at all that are there, that are dressing up. I'm that's me. I go to conventions. I love going to conventions. I've done it for 25 years, and I will continue to do it. But I mean, I just don't get the point of this video. I don't understand. You know, again, it could have been like a kind of funny 2-minute video, but to go on for 16 minutes, I would have just edited it better, Rue. That's it. That's my criticism to you.
I think he exploits Demon Johnny V worse than anything that anybody has ever said on the Get My Go airwaves. I think he treats him like garbage. I think he looks at him as a joke. And to do what you did, he was clearly uncomfortable lifting up his shirt in that manner, and he kept on lowering it, and you kept on raising it. He kept on lowering it, and you dropped the. Don't think we didn't notice, Rue. You dropped the music when he said something to you, and that's when he had the shirt finally not move for the last time. But he said something, and you dropped the audio out because you didn't want to hear, you get called out for exploiting this guy, which is what he's doing. This is what I'll say about JVD. I've laughed at his hilarity with some of the Vince Russo stuff, the D&D stuff, whatever. He seems like he's a very knowledgeable fan. He actually, I think he puts the Brother Martins and Winglings to shame with how dedicated he is to wrestling. So I will give him credit for that, and I think Rue really took advantage of this poor guy.
No, and that's the thing. Like, I remember in Rue's like first response to us after we did the first Get My Go, and although he was impersonating Husey while attempting to impersonate me or whatever, he talked about the jokes about JVD's weight. And he's like, "Oh, that all you got? That all you got?" And then you're doing this exactly what you just said, Chad, of like forcing this guy to pull up his shirt when he's clearly not comfortable doing it.
Yeah,
like. Come on, man.
And then the titty twisters.
Yeah.
He was doing that.
But Rue got the lightest little, sleeper hold and worked.
Yes.
Clearly not hitting him punches, but he's getting titty twisters. And I'm sure he'll go, oh, he wanted me to do that. Okay, I'm going to cover up my eyebrows. He wanted me to do that. Rue, you suck. Quit doing this. You're wasting everyone's time. Because I got to sit here and watch it now.
Well.
Because, Rue, we totally know it's not you when there's a random comment that comes out of left field on Twitter or on YouTube. It's totally not Rue, guys. It's absolutely not him.
Yeah.
And also with his exploiting, we talk about JVD, Big Josh Hinkle.
Yeah.
Same thing. I went and watched when Vince Russo came on his show like years ago before he disassociated from him. And like he's getting Josh Hinkle to just chug his fucking chocolate milk or whatever the fuck he's drinking, his chocolate milk. And then he's like, oh, well, I didn't get that on video properly. Do it again. Do it again. And just making him look. He needs somebody on there that he can make fun of.
Yeah,
and that's his whole thing. He wants to feel like the smartest person in the room, and no disrespect to JVD or Big Josh Hinkle, but that's what Rue thinks of you guys. Is he thinks he's smarter than you and he can belittle you, and he needs you as a barrier because he knows he'll get treated like the moron.
That's true. But what happened to the horny guy? What happened to him? Where did he go?
Oh, yes, bottom right.
Who's that? Oh,
bottom right. Where did he go? He remember him in his laid back, the plaid, the plaid robe and his exploits that we will not get into now. But yeah, he's the horny guy. Bottom right. What happened to him?
I don't know. I don't know if he's a big YouTube guy, but I think he does the weekly podcast still. I wish he'd do video. I wish he'd do video so we could review him here.
His podcast was, get ready for it, guys. It was crazy. It was way off the wall. It was what was his slogan?
Uncontrolled chaos.
That's it.
Which is kind of like the winged eagle. It's a redundant title.
Exactly. Yeah. Hey, the whole bottom right thing. Obviously, it's only a small group of us, but like it's just completely ingrained in me now. And just in day-to-day life, someone will just the thing on the bottom right, and I'll just start giggling. And they're like, "What are you laughing at?" I was like, "It's bottom right."
I mean, we pop every time somebody pops into that bottom right, little box. My wife has said it casually. You know, what do you call that? And I was like, bottom right. She's like, yeah, that's it.
Oh man! All right, guys, thank you for joining me here. And Chad, I was just on New Generation Declassified, and I had a great time. And that's always a show I look forward to hearing. Dean, I was my email was on your show yesterday.
It was.
I was on Mallertown, and the Queen Roxanne. She did not appreciate my question. She thought it was very generic, which it was, but. You guys had great answers, and that was on Mallertown. Tell us about Mallertown.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, Mike with the question. Yeah, it was more the fact she just doesn't like the NBA.
Okay.
And so that was the thing. But it was because I was like, oh, Mike Durbin, how exciting. She's like, not really. So what the fuck? But no, it was good. It was a good question about the Chicago Bulls, and a great produced some good discussion. I think we did a few minutes on your email. So yeah, Mallertown drops weekly, usually over the weekend on a Saturday. Similar to Get My Go. We talk sports. We try to be funny sometimes. We rag on my co-host for being morbidly obese. Good times, fat jokes, gay jokes, that kind of thing. If you're into that, come check it out, Mallertown, on most of your podcast feeds, because I'm too cheap to have the pro plan. I've just got your standard plan. You can only submit it to a certain amount of podcast apps. So that's why I always say I'm on most of your podcast platforms. But yeah, Mallertown, search it out. And prowrestlingtees.com/Mike Durbin for my t-shirt, my terribly designed t-shirt. And on Twitter, I am at that sussy guy. Just imagine that Aussie guy and put an S where the A should be. Yes. I was nearly about to say, we'll catch you next time on Mallertown, because that's my catchphrase at the end of every episode.
All right, Chadster. Hey, hold on, Chad.
What?
I love Coliseum Chad. That's once a month, and that is on the same kind of feed as New Generation Declassified, but you skipped a week.
Skipped it. I might even skip another week. There was an interview I had lined up, and they backed out at the last second, and it's like a really essential part of the episode. So I don't want to just throw... I have a backup that I might throw out there, but I want it to be perfect. I try to put that show on a different pedestal than everything else I'm doing, so I want it to be perfect. But the Chadster has something brewing, so I will tease that. And I hate to say I will deliver on this one. It's in the early stages of development, but I've got obviously patreon.com/Francine podcast for all the Eyes of Gear content. We're also on the Creative Control Network in our audio and some old episodes as well. The TMPT Empire alive and well as usual. New Generation Declassified, and Coliseum Chad, the tribute to Coliseum video on the TMPT Empire podcast feed. I'm at Chad EMB on Twitter and at IB Exclusives on Instagram.
All right, prowrestlingtees.com/Mike Durband. Please, again, subscribe to this channel, youtube.com/GetMyGo. Check out the audio feed. That's on most podcast platforms also. That's about it.
Another great episode of Get My Go, number 70 in the books. For the Aussie guy and the Mike Durband show, this is your old buddy, the Chadster. We will catch you on the flip side.
Hold on. Would you happy to take this opportunity to wish Francine a very happy Mother's Day? Yes, I would, actually. And I just want to say, Miss Francine, that I hope and pray that you have a fantastic Mother's Day, and that you and your child have a fantastic day full of joy, peace, happiness, whether that's going out to the park, to go have like a picnic, going bowling, going to like a restaurant together, whatever you decide to do with your kid, which I hope it's fun and full of memories that last a lifetime. And that goes for every single mama out there.